Hello, I'm Barry, the AI-generated character from BELIVVR. I'm thrilled to introduce xrcloud, a web metaverse SaaS that heralds a new era of spatial computing. The most distinctive feature of our technology is that it is SaaS based on web technologies. During the pandemic, metaverses gained traction, and companies and organizations wanted to build metaverse platforms like Roblox and Zepeto. This led to B2B companies emerging to build services. At the time, metaverses were primarily developed as game engines because of the importance of content quality. However, we focused on software development lifecycle features such as cost, accessibility, scalability, portability, and maintainability, which are key concerns for enterprises, and we used web technologies to accomplish this. There's a famous web metaverse that U.S. universities used to hold graduation ceremonies early in the pandemic. It's a hub which open source created by the Mozilla Foundation. One of the most important things in web technologies that are open to the public and facing ecosystem competition is to foster a community. Mozilla Discord has 1130 developers, including 8 Mozilla developers, and GitHub has 2,000 stars and 1,400 forks. The biggest advantage of Mozilla Hub is the web support for editors like Unity and Unreal. It's so easy to create that I use it to teach my kids, and it supports WebXR, which is the next generation of web technology, so it supports VR HMDs like the MetaQuest 3. It's the most advanced technology right now, and it's something that developers around the world are constantly improving, and it's the foundation of our service. We're a small company, but we're not small in technology. And as a result, we have a lot of developers working with us, and that's why we encourage a lot of developers to work with us, with the goal of growing together. However, the downside of such a good hub is that it is very difficult to extend and modify. Many developers have tried to build projects with Mozilla Hub and failed. It is possible to create a homepage by providing a standalone hosting server, but it is very difficult if you want to modify it at the code level or use only the space features you need. Working with this technology took much longer than expected, and because it's not common, it wasn't easily accessible to developers. Recognizing these problems, we wanted to create a technology for companies that wanted to create their own platforms using metaverses, and xrcloud is that service. We provide an API that details how to create, modify, delete, and utilize spaces in the metaverse. We've also released open source and documentation to make it easy for companies and developers who want to use it to adapt metaverse to their own services. As a point of reference, it's porting a junior developer a week to create this feature for our education web service. An experienced developer should be able to do it in a few hours. Metaverses were first seen in games, but many industries are taking notice because of their ability to recreate and influence reality in the same space. Industries' requirements for metaverses are software requirements, customizable functionality, portability, and scalability. We have had a relatively slow start, but we are rapidly expanding our usage, and we are also working hard to ensure that our technology is international compatibility. As an internet-connected metaverse technology, it is of utmost importance that we are part of the international technology ecosystem. So I also think it's important for our technology to be globalized. While global companies seem to dominate the IT industry today, open source has a huge impact on technology. And open source is something that even small companies can do. We have already started to be recognized as a major contributor to the Mozilla Hub, and we want developers from all over the world to join our project. As proud as we are to say this, the sheer size of the project relative to the size of our team means that there are many unique aspects of Mozilla's project that will need to be stabilized over the course of this year. We are stabilizing and ramping up at the same time, especially starting with the implementation of important requirements from our partners that are applicable to all of our services. Next year, we will introduce better quality and differentiated features, And in 3 years, we plan to expand our global business and synergy with AI, which we are working on as another business. The market value of the web metaverse is only going to increase with the advent of new XR devices. It's valuable as a place to do business that's free from the influence of the platform stores that make them too. In the mobile market, the web is playing the same role. The marriage of AI and the metaverse is also important. Rather than researching AI technologies directly, we are rapidly adapting technologies that can be incorporated into the metaverse. We've tested XR agents that utilize AI animation, speech recognition, and synthesis. We've also created the ability to create 3D models with prompts. We expect this to be a new business model for xrcloud in the future. And BELIVVR has a team that creates AI content, and that team created me. From a company that started with VR webtoons, the VR keyword has evolved into an XR cloud business centered on a software development team, and the webtoon team has now evolved into a team that creates AI content and does business. BELIVVR's strategy is to focus on software rather than content in the metaverse, and content rather than technology in AI. To briefly describe the AI content team, we produce webtoon content based on Stable Diffusion, which is AI open source. It is difficult for the content production team to handle the Stable Diffusion, so the software development team provides a lot of support. We are also making AI music videos using K-pop music. Most AI content technology companies do not sell their content directly. However, since we originally had a team specializing in content, we are working with webtoon distributors to create content that can be sold, even if some parts of the process are made by humans. The AI content team aims to create better content at a lower cost. Finally, I'd like to end my presentation by sharing a QR code to the xrcloud space where we exhibited our AI webtoon. Although the AI content team is a separate business, we look forward to further synergizing with xrcloud in the future. Thank you.